We're giving 90-day notices to places like California, Scott. Right away, we're going to send out that notice. Who would bill the federal government as people poured into the state to send those people back because no country can afford to do it? No country can afford to take in millions of people, pay for their education, their health care, their hospitals. You just can't do it. And we all have a heart. You can't do it. But many of those people are murderers. They're people released from jails, prisons, mental institutions, insane asylums. They're people that are drug dealers. They're addicts. Additionally, starting February 1st, we're not making any payments to sanctuary cities or states having sanctuary cities because they do everything possible to protect criminals at the expense of American citizens, and it breeds fraud and crime and all of the other problems that come. So we're not making any payment to anybody that supports sanctuary cities. We have also suspended nearly 8. Think of that Ilhan Omar. She lives in Somalia. They don't have a government. They don't have a military. They don't have police. They don't have anything. All they have is murder and robbing ships, bringing in ships.
They're going to hear that one.
Think of that Ilhan Omar. She lives in Somalia. They don't have a government. They don't have a military. They don't have police. They don't have anything. All they have is murder and robbing ships, bringing in ships, pirates. That's stopped. Same missile, ping. That's the end of them. It's amazing how that can stop corruption. Those missiles, they never miss, you know. The same one, exactly the same one. But think of it, she comes from a country with nothing, and she comes here and she tells us about our Constitution. I have a constitutional right to rip off the country. I guess she's a total scam artist. Anybody knows it. How do you let her get away with it? AOC +3. She was one of the 3. They're all scammers. They're so bad for our country.
Said F you, middle finger. Man, what president ain't gonna do that, bro? F you, middle finger.
That's why, you know, people voted for him because he's real.
I just, on the first video we clip, I think he's right. I don't think sanctuary cities should exist. I don't see how that's fair to the American people. Like, I understand, like, people fleeing from war-torn areas and stuff, cool, whatever. But, like, for us to pay tax dollars for them to have it easier is just not fair. There's too many Americans that work hard and can't get ahead, especially in people in our generation. Like, people can't afford to get married. They can't afford to buy a home. They can't afford to do anything that we were promised. And we're watching people come to our country and get ahead and by exploiting systems, and we're being told that that's okay. It's just truly not okay, and I'm so surprised that more Americans are not mad at this. It's interesting to me. It's just completely backwards.
It's like they're not working, and some of them are millionaires now.
Well, I think that's the biggest part of it for me is not only is it, you know, that's the system that's set up, but the fraud that happens underneath that at a crazy high level, that's scary.
Billions, not millions, billions. And here is Ilhan Omar still adopting an official position to defund ICE.
And so today, I am glad to announce that the Congressional Progressive Caucus has adopted an official position to hold ICE accountable. Our caucus members will oppose all funding for immigration enforcement in any appropriation bills until meaningful reforms are enacted to end militarized policing practices.
I have a problem with this. We have two, I don't know who that guy is, but I'm assuming he's the third, but we have 3 people who were not born in America telling us that ICE, a government agency that's enforcing our laws, should be defunded in favor of people like them. I can't get down with that, guys. Like, I'm sorry. I believe that there should be legislation passed to ban these types of people from being in government. I don't think that people born in foreign countries should be allowed in our government. I feel like we would see a lot less fraud to this degree. Now, do I think that there's other sorts of fraud that is happening in our country? Absolutely. Look at California. Look at all these sanctuary cities. Billions of dollars going unaccounted for, being stolen, being washed. It's like there's too many problems in our country, and we're pigeonholed focusing on one. This is ridiculous.
Just consistently blue states. High crime, high fraud, high taxes, but then they move to red states and continue to vote blue.
The rhetoric that the Democrats are saying is the reason why this type of stuff is happening.
What are they doing?
They sent these ICE agents onto our streets against the wishes of the Minneapolis police chief. So here's the numbers. There are like 600 sworn in officers in Minneapolis and 550 or so in St. Paul. So the ICE agents are literally overwhelming our own police force. This is not LA, this is not Chicago. And Minnesota is right now the center of America's heartbreak. This has been going on everywhere, and they have chosen to use this $75 billion budget and put it into our state. So the suit says basically we've had to put $2 million in overtime for Minneapolis police alone to try to deal with this. There are videos of people calling the police saying, what are we supposed to do? These people are outside of our house without a warrant, and we ordered DoorDash, and the DoorDash delivery person ran in crying with their delivery because she doesn't know what to do. So that's what's happening here, and of course resulting in the killing of Renee Good, mom of 3, and that has really made people just think, what is going on when they won't even allow a doctor to come in when that horrific killing occurred. That's what we're dealing with.
I have to be honest, this footage is definitely meant to push a narrative. Like, it's making it look like the ICE agents are attacking people, but people are in the street during a work day going to impede these officers. It's like, what is the point of that? Like, what do you think you are accomplishing? You're putting yourself, it's the same as when we saw the college students protesting for Palestine, putting themselves in harm's way. I just don't understand what the end goal is. Like,
Virtue signaling
I
points.
wouldn't put myself in harm's way for nothing. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's
like,
the
you're doing
media's
this for
fault.
nothing. This is completely absurd.
Yeah,
It's like,
we gotta blame the media though.
I'll be honest, in my 27 years of life, there's never been a single issue where I thought, let me get out in the street and protest.
But
Black Lives Matter.
they try to
I didn't go out and protest.
they try to make it like if you do that and you're doing these things that you're a good person and you fighting for the people and you care about people. It's virtue signaling.
I was at the Black Lives Matter protest, but besides all that, first, I don't want to hear nothing about money when it comes to Minnesota. Number one. Secondly, how do we know that the ICE agents aren't? Some of the ICE agents aren't Democrat.
I doubt that they are.
I doubt that they are. I think that a lot of
They
ICE
taking
agents
too
are
much.
Hispanic, though.
Yeah, I think 30%.
Statistically,
I'm
there are a
gonna look
lot
it
of
up.
Hispanic ICE agents.
But you know why I say that? It is because this is a literal job. J-O-B. This is how people are feeding their families. Do you
Yeah.
think that they're doing this for a political agenda? The ICE agents.
No.
No.
All right.
How are they not? They're saying, bro, I've been seeing clips on clips saying, they're saying that the ICE agents are Nazis. They don't, you think they want to?
So we got for ICE agents, 30% are Hispanic and 50% of the Border Patrol agents. So they themselves are cool with it. I'm telling you, it's the white liberals, man.
I think these narratives that are being pushed are putting American citizens in harm's way. Like, at what point do these government officials who are not going out here and putting themselves in harm's way are going to stop using the people as some sort of cattle to push this narrative? This
Yes.
is extremely
They're
dangerous
pawns.
and it's wrong. It's like, I don't understand how people can't see how they're being used. Like, if you want to make a real difference, do nothing.
'Cause they're sheep.
Do nothing. Withhold your vote. That's all the power you have. That's all that
That's
you
your
put
job.
these people in position. You pay their salaries. You allow them to allow these things to happen. Like, at what point do you realize and wake up and realize that you are a pawn in this game? Like, and they're just using you.
They're stupid. I guess, we don't realize how many dweebs and nerds and actual, like, people that look like this and Tim Walz are actually out there in the world,
The nerds,
It's a lot of
the
them.
nerds and dweebs are the ones in these positions. They're the ones being voted into office to do this stuff, to push these narratives. It's ridiculous. I am.
You know what it is? They probably was getting bullied, and they have a soft side for everybody. They got bullied back in school, They've always got bullied. They felt like they were ugly and, just not good enough to hang with the cool kids. So they just, they try to be a good person. Because where's this ideology coming from?
I'm telling you, no, it's from how they do each other. Every time, if you scream from the rooftops, look how good I am, look how good I am, and then someone else tries to top you, well, I'm protesting. Well, I'm out here getting involved and getting stopping arrests, and it's just a virtue signaling thing that the left always does about every single thing. Remember, silence is violence, things like that.
So we got the president sticking out middle finger saying F you, and then we got people like this. This is a big difference, guys. Like, look at this crap. This is in Tennessee, a red state.
Oh my gosh.
Move! Get out of my way! Get out of my way! Move! 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 Wow. Move! Move!
Yet
Get
the
out!
officers of the problem.
Come here!
He hopped in that car and ran. Interestingly enough, that guy said he was run over. He said the Tennessee Highway Patrol ran him over. This is ridiculous, guys. I just don't understand why people are putting themselves in harm's way like this. Like, it's ridiculous. This shouldn't be happening.
It's like it pisses me off that these people are just trying to do their job. These are orders. Guys, if you're a police, if you're a firefighter, whatever you are, if you're helping the community, you're literally just doing your job.
That's what I mean.
You have people, you have higher ups that are telling you what to do. Even if you don't want to do it, you have to do it. So it's like some of these people might not even want to do it. And y'all are still making them out to be the bad guy. That's what's crazy.
They're going out their way. They're being vigilantes. You're supposed to vote, and if you don't like it, then you vote a different way. And then you can try to get other people to vote. But going out and obstructing law enforcement is never a wise decision. I mean, I think it's pretty cut and dry. These people, if you are out there, if you're really out there trying to stop the ICE agents yourself, then your IQ level couldn't be high. Couldn't be. There's no way.
Is it the responsibility of ICE to actually deport illegal aliens in the United States who are here? Isn't that their responsibility?
Yes, it is, Congressman, except that the Constitution is not an inconvenience. It's not an either or.
Nobody said an inconvenience. You have a responsibility to deport illegal aliens, and the president is going through that process right now. And let's be very clear, the previous administration, they abused every process there is under border laws to allow more than 10 million people into the country illegally. And this is a burden on all Americans. And so the president is doing his job. So it is sick to refer to Americans who are ICE agents as Gestapo. Governor, you're wrong. You need to apologize to these agents. They're doing their jobs. They are Americans. They serve this country with honor and decency and respect. Do not diminish their work simply because you tried to make a cheap point that you could tweet. I yield back.
Is it? Damn.
The future governor of Florida.
He said that you making cheap points so you can tweet. And that's exactly what they're doing, guys. It's all performance. They know exactly what they're doing is wrong. Now, I understand they're doing it under the guise of protecting people, but are you protecting citizens? Are immigrants and people on these TPS and illegals more important than citizens?
Government funding, we're about to run out of money. What should be the red lines when it comes to ICE funding? When it comes to DHS, should there be policy or reduction in funding? What should be the options?
I mean, in terms of which deadlines line up with which goals, that's a tactical decision to be made, but my position has always been clear that ICE funding should be cut. We're seeing what they're doing with this reckless explosion in funding, and mind you, just so everybody knows, I want everybody to understand the cuts to your health care are what's paying for this. All that extra money that everybody's paying right now in their premiums, all that extra money that you're paying, it is paid for it is all of that extra money that the government and the ACA subsidies that was given to nearly $1 trillion in healthcare was taken out and given to ICE. So understand how these dots connect. You get screwed over to pay a bunch of thugs in the street that are shooting mothers in the face. That is what this administration's
I'm pretty sure that the tax dollars were used to fund a lot of illegal immigrants.
There's billions of dollars that's been given to illegal immigrants. It's like if we didn't have this influx of illegals and people that are here that aren't supposed to be here, we wouldn't have to pay for ICE.
Bro, the government lost $1 trillion.
Lost.
Vanished. Nobody knows where it's at. Nobody knows where it's at. They were funding LGBTQ.
Minnesota.
They were funding Sesame Street. Circumcised meats.
All types
brother.
of things.
And I also looked up, did they cut ICE during Obama's administration? No. Why are you asking for it now?
Push a narrative.
And Obama was deporting more than
bro.
Trump this whole time, despite all of these things. But it wasn't the cultural norm at the time to call that out. The Democrats didn't care.
And who are they trying to give health care to? Is it you?
She got government health care.
You know she got good
Our
health
tax
care.
dollars pay for it.
Yep.
I just can't hear nothing from Democrats no more. Actually, after the Minnesota stuff, everything should actually never be a Democrat allowed in any position of power for a long time, bro. A long time. Billions of dollars. We forget about I just forgot about the trillion, though. I mean, that's a trillion been gone. Not just a billion been gone, a trillion.
So a lot of people made some money, man.
They giving money to Al-Qaeda, terrorist groups. Come on, man. This shit not real, y'all. And now they gonna cut the ICE agents. This is what the people voted for.
It is.
This is what we voted for.
Obama deported more. It wasn't a problem then. And they said he was using cages. Trump gave him free flights. Just keeping it real.
We're out of here, y'all.
Update on an ambush-style attack on 2 National Guard members in D.C. We know one of the victims has since died from her injuries. It comes as new video comes into our newsroom overnight showing the moments leading up to the shooting. NBC's Melanie Zanona has the latest.
Harrowing new video of the moment a gunman opened fire on National Guard members, just blocks from the White House. The images, taken by a passerby and shared exclusively with the Wall Street Journal, appears to show the suspected shooter holding a revolver and National Guardsmen firing back. 2 Guard members were hit. 24-year-old Air Force Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf remains in critical condition. President Trump sharing the news during a Thanksgiving event.
He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life, and hopefully we'll get better news with respect to him.
20-year-old Army Specialist Sarah Beckstrom died of her injuries. Overnight, law enforcement lining the streets of Washington, D.C. to honor the fallen service member. Her father on Facebook writing, "My baby girl has passed to glory."
We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence. We've already tried that, and we've ended up with the largest prison population in the world without solving the problems of crime and violence. The addiction on jails and incarceration in this country, we have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down.
You talk about Pritzker in size, but when I talk about Pritzker, I get angry because he's not letting us do the job. So I'm not going to tell my Pritzker joke. They have a very cute little joke, you know. Some speechwriter wrote some joke about his weight. But I would never want to talk about his weight. I don't talk about people being fat. I refuse to talk about the fact that he's a fat slob. I don't mention it. On a more serious note, as we gather around the dinner table, I'd like to lose a few pounds too, by the way. And I'm not going to lose it on Thanksgiving, I can tell you that. Because I'm going to have a turkey, but it's not going to be that one. You saw all the crime that took place last night, the night before. The woman with the burning, they burned the woman. To be talking about that now, they burned this beautiful woman riding in a train. A man was arrested 72 times. 72 times, think of that. And they'll let him out again. The liberal judges will let him out again. But we're ready to go. You know, we've been moving toward Chicago. We have a governor that thinks it's wonderful that only like 7 people were killed this week. But we are moving toward doing, and we're going to, if crime gets, it's horrible what's happening in Chicago. We could make Chicago a safe city in a period of 4 weeks. In a period of 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, it would be totally safe. And the people of Chicago want us to go there. And if you look at the crime that's taken place in Chicago in the last 2 weeks, just take a look. It's on the front page of every newspaper. It's out of control. The mayor is incompetent, and the governor is a big fat slob. He ought to invite us in, say, please make Chicago safe. We're going to lose a great city if we don't do it quickly. Make Chicago, we'll do the same thing as we did in D.C., the same thing as we did everywhere we've gone.
Gun violence erupting in Chicago. Police say at least 9 teens were shot in 2 separate shootings just blocks away in the downtown area. Reporter Mayor Kawash from our station in Chicago has the latest.
Well, like, it was certainly a chaotic night here in Chicago's Loop. Right here on State Street, those gunshots ringing out around 10 o'clock last night, right outside of our ABC7 studios here in downtown and right near the iconic Chicago Theater. Now, the ages of those who were shot ranging from 13 to 17 years old. All of this happening right after the tree lighting ceremony that happened here in Chicago's downtown and brought thousands of people here last night. Now, those people who were shot, all teenagers, they are expected to be okay. All of them initially listed in good condition. And then about 40 minutes later, there was another shooting just around the corner on South Dearborn Street, just a few minutes away from where we're standing right now. About 10:40 last night, there was another shooting involving two males who were hurt in that shooting, a 14-year-old dying. That is what Mayor Brandon Johnson told us earlier this morning. At this time, no one is in custody. We will likely expect to see more of a police presence out here tonight for that Mag Mile Festival, but very chaotic and disturbing as you had 9 people shot and one of them, a 14-year-old, dying from his injuries in this shooting. Ike.
What race is they?
Come on now, it's Chicago, bro. It's Chicago.
Where's BLM? Do they care about these lives?
No.
It's interesting though, like when we talk about this like violence that's like obviously destroying our community amongst our people like try to deflect. Specifically, like a lot of people who are like pro-black and stuff. Like this is a real issue. This is like one of the number one, probably if not the number one issue affecting black people in America. And it's like, it's almost like when you constantly criticize this, a lot of people who claim to be pro-black are like above this. Like the community's above this criticism. And it's like, we don't talk about the problems in the white community. It's like, bro, I'm not a part of that community.
Well, like they're not, it's not as rampant.
But they say
not
like,
at all.
But they say things like, well, you guys are talking bad on black people, but most white crime happens from other white people. Like, okay, duh.
Yeah,
it happens in proximity, but it's like this is an issue that's affecting people like you and me, and it's like we should talk about it.
And it's not at all at the same rate because we know that black men are 6% of the population who commit 56% of all murders, and 90% of those are done to other black people.
Well, I think
no one else are not real.
I think there are a lot of factors that are contributing here.
I know.
I think there are a lot of factors that are contributing here, like poverty, et cetera, et cetera. But
culture.
It's like culture, poverty.
The lack of calling it out, the lack of accountability.
Yeah.
That's why I believe what we do is the best thing for the black community because we actually call out the problems and say the things that are real problems because if you don't address a problem, then it will never get changed. So we can't just sit here and make excuses for it over and over again like people have been doing for years and then it's not getting any better. Something different has to change. If 70% of black people would address the problems in the way we do and make it not a cool thing and frowned upon it, then I do believe it could help. Would it fully change? Probably not. But that is the best way to start the change because you can't just continue to do the same thing over and over and then get a different result. That's the definition of insanity.
I'm gonna just tell you, the black young men try to wear quarter zips and change up the way they dress, and there's black women that's crucifying them saying they're acting like white supremacists now.
That's crazy.
I don't know if this shit would ever fucking change.
Okay.
That's why I'm confused.
But if you care about black people and you call yourself pro-black, why don't you address the biggest communities, the biggest problems in the black community? Because you actually don't care. You don't care or you're choosing not to see it. Because if you say that black on black crime is not a problem or that you just blame it on white supremacy, then you are part of the problem because you are not helping, you are enabling.
People waiting for the bus, people coming up and down from the L Street station, and then this, as Ravi said and you said, Cheryl, almost immediately these officers, guns drawn, were on the move, and this was shortly beforehand. This is when we saw scuffles breaking out. You said you saw people throwing shoes.
It was a violent fight.
Yeah.
On the ground, several people and several different groups of people were fighting violently. It was very concerning, and then they kind of broke apart, and I saw lots of gym shoes being thrown, and they kind of broke apart and started moving. Some started going, of course, south. Some started heading north toward the river.
They were running up to the L tracks on the elevated state, the state lake there.
And it's like these people are not grown. Age is 13, age is 14. Think about how what we were doing at age 13, 14.
It's like 7th, 8th grade.
That's insane.
That's insanity.
Oh, well. I know some people that are doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, but that's not regular. That's not regular in America for people. That is like Coney, Africa stuff.
But it is crazy.
It is.
It is crazy that they do this in like groups of people, especially downtown. Like that's what don't make sense. Like if you want to do something bad, when you want to do it like where nobody can see you.
See, but it happens in the heat of the moment whenever you get a lot of people together and then violence occurs and you know there's too much pride on the line to lose a fight. And the culture is to do what happens.
But you know you're going to get caught. That's what.
But they don't care about that, and they let kids go.
Yeah, they're not fearing. They're not fearing.
Most of the kids, if you do something at that age, they will let you go.
Yeah, they're not fearing the consequence. This is like
they don't care.
It's just like culture thing. It's like their way of life.
It's a pride thing. Democrats say crime is not out of control in our cities. Meanwhile, the numbers in Chicago. So year to date, which has been about a year and 11 months. Yeah, 378 murders, 1,339 shootings. 5,267 robberies and 16,408 felony thefts. One city. Why do we continue to do this and then blame other people for this? I just don't understand it. I'll never understand it.
I don't understand how they had this many shootings for a strict gun law state. Like,
clearly, the gun laws are not helping.
16,000 felony thefts.
Like that shit is crazy.
Almost 5,300 robberies and almost 1,400 shootings. Is
how many of those?
That's insanity.
5,000 is armed robberies. I'm curious.
Probably a good amount. How many?
I would say over 50%.
Of all this, have you heard one Black Lives Matter thing at all this year?
No.
Not one. Why do they not matter?
Black lives only matter when they can profit from the tragedy.
And people will never realize that.
The last time I saw Black Lives Matter speaking on anything, they were speaking on Carmelo Anthony.
Exactly.
I thought it was the Penny. What's his name?
Oh, that was a year ago.
Yeah, that's the last thing I remember.
Daniel Penny?
Yeah.
Like, bruh, and that Daniel Penny was in the right.
People said we was coons for taking his side.
But I don't care. They'll say you a coon for not agreeing with them, but then they'll continue that. So, make this make sense to me. You're a coon if you comment on black people, but if you kill black people,
you're more glorified
you're not wrong.
People say R.I.P. King Von.
But you kill. What's worse, criticizing or killing?
It's interesting to me. It's like it's like so we know that there's these underlying issues in our community. And it's like if you don't blame white people or be like a leftist liberal about it, and you criticize the behaviors of people that look like us, you're a coon and you are spitting on the white supremacist narrative. But if you blame white people for everything, then you pro-black.
Exactly. And someone in jail, it could be a black dude who killed 5 other black people. And they will never say that he's against black people, but he murdered 5 black people.
But you gotta also look at it. They believe that white people is more superior than them. We feel like we're as men, we feel like we could go out there and compete with everybody else. Like
that's part of it too, I guess.
Like I just feel
they truly believe white people are superior than them. So.
I don't believe that they're superior to me. They believe that. I mean, that's on you. That's on you. I'm sorry.
We could go in America and could compete with everybody.
1,300 robberies, 5,200 felonies, theft, 16,400. Whether it's the mayor or the police chief, I'd just be pissed off if I saw those numbers. I mean, enough is enough, Cata.
Well, we've been pissed off, and we became pissed off when Brandon Johnson actually took office and, moved to remove police officers from our Chicago public schools. And, we're seeing this violence. We're seeing it being perpetrated with our youth. So we know that there's an issue with youth, and we know that it is starting in the schools.
Removing police officers.
I just don't understand why people think less cops is the solution when there's high crime.
Why she said it starts in the school? It starts in the neighborhood,
Well, if it starts in the neighborhood, the kids in the neighborhood bringing it to school.
School can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't blame the school. The school trying to.
Well, school should be safe. The school should be a safe place.
They need to go there. A safe place if they beefing with the dude that's right around the corner from them. It's finna be a safe place. Hell nah.
I don't know.
Dude from up the street killed his homie the other day. You think school finna be safe? Hell no. It
starts in the home.
It starts with the home and on the street.
Okay, so 3 dudes, ages 13, 16, and 19, beat a 64-year-old white man to death. Sheesh,
13, 16, and 19? What the hell is this?
And if the roles were reversed, BLM would be everywhere. We gonna call it out. This is a problem. The violence in our community is a problem.
So last week we saw
Look at him.
Children jump a mother.
Look how little he looks.
He's 13. Last week we saw 20 kids beat up on a student that they were bullying, and his mom, when they tried to flee, they beat them up.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was insane. She was pregnant, and now we're looking at teens be violent. But if we call this out and criticize this, we putting down black people and we're spitting a white supremacist narrative and pandering to white people. What the fuck is that?
I don't care.
This shit is a problem.
We do this because we want the best for black people, guys.
No, because they want to focus on the title and that we put black fatigue and all that in the title.
But it's a real thing that people have. Because when you do this, you're going to fatigue people. I'm sorry. Oh, are your feelings hurt? Boo-hoo. Stop murdering people.
I just don't understand.
And glorifying it and making excuses for it.
I serve as Vice President for the Office of Inclusion, Diversity, and Equal Opportunity.
The first time I came out on the bench and the deputy announced, all rise, the Honorable Judge Teresa Molina, the whole courtroom stood up and I was all excited. He's walking out there. And I saw an Illinois State Trooper. He was African American. He had a sleeve covering his tattoos. And he was standing there and he looked at me and he nodded. And I knew what that meant. And so I looked at him and I nodded back like, that's right, we're doing this. And it felt so good. It felt so good. So to me, a fine of $354, which is our normal no insurance fine, that's a lot of money. And some of the judges that I work with came from money, so $354 is no big deal. But to most of the people that come to my courtroom, it is a big deal. And so I always offer them the opportunity to do community service. Being Latina in the office, people would tell me, like, don't you feel like you're prosecuting your own people? But it's true. There were a lot of, defendants that look like me. However, I had a chance as a prosecutor to make a difference as to what cases come in. I had a chance as a prosecutor to decide what offers were appropriate. And so I always offer them the opportunity to do community service.
I serve as...
Why do what you look like matters when somebody did a whole crime? So if somebody did something and they look like me and it's a heinous crime, I'm gonna lock their ass up. That's just...
Yeah, man, this type of soft on crime stuff is never going to be a solution.
Wow, they look like me. You just murdered a person.
I just think the soft on crime thing is just never a solution. It's like sweeping the issue under the rug almost.
It makes it worse.
It makes it way worse. It's letting people get away with crime. 72 prior arrests.
Oh, wow. So this is the woman
that let him go.
Who let the man who set the woman on fire go.
72 prior arrests.
This woman.
Yes.
Because she just sat there and said, I like to give people community service who look like me.
They ain't serving the community.
I'm sorry, bro.
They're not serving the community. They're actually a detriment.
Like, beyond that.
Only people I say like that should get a light sentence, y'all might say I'm wrong for this, if non-deadly drug...
Non-violent. Non-violent. I agree with that. Non-violent, I'm not really tripping off of you get community service or this and that or whatever.
But if you do violent, you need to be in that jail.
Oh, it needs to be like worse, way worse.
You rob somebody.
If you do armed robbery, that should be minimum like 15.
Murder, assault.
Let them think about that.
That's valid.
If you selling fentanyl, you do deserve to be locked up. Some drugs, I might say, hey, I might give you a little slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
But if you out here hurting and killing people,
oh, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
There's no way that dude had 72. Yeah, it's confirmed. I'm looking at it right here, guys. Fox17.com. He does have 72 prior arrests. 72. Think about count to 72 right now.
That's gonna take me a.
And that's how many times you were
5, 6,
arrested.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Arrested 72 times. 72. Y'all count to 72. Count to 72.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
But I can't even count that. I'm not
Some
even
people can't even do push-ups. Some people can't even do 72.
You can't do 72 push-ups. You can't do a lot of things 72 times. Get arrested 72 times.
What happened to the 3-strike rule? They got rid of that.
It was racist. I didn't hear no race on 3 strikes. Guys, we need to be way tougher on violent crime. And I ain't gonna lie, if you get arrested like that many times, give him life, bro. Clearly, he's not learning.
Yeah.
It's either
and look
that.
what happens when Look what happened.
It's either that or just put them in a mental institute. If they can't just get right, so they mentally
Put 'em
have
somewhere.
some mentally
Get them off the
is
street.
wrong with them.
They're setting people on fire. But that's mean and racist. And come on, bruh. Several people were shot. There were 300 teens rioting in Chicago following a tree lighting ceremony.
Take a look now. This is actually
this is what we saw earlier.
I just don't understand how Brandon Johnson has a job.
This dude look bad, bro.
It doesn't look bad. It is bad. It literally is bad.
Little girl crying.
Children crying. It's unsafe for residents. It's expensive. What did he say?
Take a look now. This is actually moments after this happened. You see, look at that. The people responding to the sound of gunshots right there. People scrambling, running, ducking.
What did James Woods say?
Sad to say, just another day.
He said, if no white guy defends himself against a gang of hoodlums trying to rob and potentially murder him, he'll go to jail for 4 years. They'll round up these teens and they'll all walk free, even though they've shot people with illegal guns. I mean, it seems to be the reality.
The gun is the problem, guys. Guns being legal, that's the problem.
It's ridiculous.
Because those kids went to Academy and bought those.
It's ridiculous.
Come on, bro.
It's just, the excuses have to stop. There needs to just, people have to start going to jail.
We need some
for this.
accountability.
And people be mad about the fatigue, and they mad that the National Guard should be out there, but you got shit like that. You can't even go to a family event. If you can't go to a family event without shots getting fired, that is a fucking problem. I'm sorry for cussing.
I don't understand the complaints about the National Guard when they're trying to stop your people from killing each other. They want your kids to survive. And now you're mad? That's racist? Goodness gracious, guys. I've realized that people who side with this the extreme left, just being honest, and that are for criminals, I just won't even argue with you because we fundamentally disagree so deeply on so many things that I'm not even gonna waste my breath. And it's like that little kid said on a video we watched a long time ago. I don't hate liberals. I feel bad because they're stupid. Just being honest.
That's some bull. Nelson Scott is on the verge of losing access to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. He is 38, not disabled, doesn't have any kids, doesn't go to school, and doesn't have a job.
What the
He 38 is a pussy.
38, no kids, no job.
Let him starve.
Fully able-bodied. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Let him starve.
As a man, you should.
You ain't no man.
You're not. You should have so much shame.
Let him starve.
For this being your reality.
Let that man starve. Sorry, is that mean? Boo-hoo. 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 Cry about it. Now there's people who are trying to feed their families, regular middle to low-class citizens, who are funding this man's life because he is a lazy piece of 38, no family, not unable to work in any way.
It's pretty
just
pathetic.
dumb and lazy.
It's pretty pathetic.
Is what he is.
It's pretty pathetic.
Oh, but boo-hoo, boo-hoo.
Are just some of the reasons he is no longer eligible for SNAP benefits.
Great.
How much did SNAP help you?
It helped me a lot. I get $292 a month. The U.S. Department of Agriculture crackdown is led by President Trump, who signed the One Big Beautiful Bill into law in July. The government shutdown stalled the November 1st deadline for implementation. However, these changes are still coming up.
We help
Signe Anderson is a senior director of nutrition advocacy with the Tennessee Justice Center.
Because of rules like this, we can see individuals that are going to be forced to skip meals.
She points out senior citizens and children between the age of 15 and 18 will be most impacted. Rick Williams is a conservative political analyst.
A 15 or 16-year-old can take care of themselves at home while you go work. There's no reason you can't be working. There are plenty of jobs out there.
Scott tells me, as a convicted felon, getting a job isn't easy.
I will get one if y'all give me one. Y'all be felony friendly and hire us.
I know somebody that was a complete felon and they got a trade and they can make $20,000 to $30,000 with their own hands.
Bro,
so
hold on.
that's an
I need to
excuse.
look something up. Can felons be plumbers?
Yes, that's a trade. If you have a trade, you could do any of that. You don't need. You could be a plumber, electrician.
You can be a plumber. Okay. Plumbers are running it up. Plumbers are doing good. If you're a plumber and you're watching this video, I know you're doing good.
You could be
Your pockets ain't hurting.
you could be in the oil rig, being an oil operator.
I saw another thing that dude Gary Vee said, electricians. He said electricians about to make a killing.
You could
Can
be
fellas be electricians? Yes.
It's a trade. If you have a
can
trade,
drive trucks. You can be a plumber. You can
welder.
be an electrician.
It's
you
a
can
way
be
to
a
make money. It's a way to make money.
There is.
They
There
said
is.
trades are for felons, literally. 'Cause
So
that's literally
it really shouldn't even be labeled as that. Everyone should be able to get a trade. You need to have a skill that people will pay you for, and this is an essential skill that you will get paid for.
Go do something. You're a 38-year-old man.
Fully able-bodied.
Go do something. Go do something. Go do some construction. Go rip some cigs and do some construction.
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty pathetic.
No, you are. Hey, bro. I have zero sympathy for you. That man right there, let him starve.
Yeah, he ain't trying.
Do the world a favor and don't soak up our tax dollars.
It's crazy.
Because we paying for you.
It's actually so crazy. There's some companies that will pay for you to get your trade so you can work for them.
Bro, it's so many ways to get it, bro. It is so many ways. You don't even have to go to trade school. You can find a job that pays you well. I remember in OKC.
It's hard to find jobs. I will say the market is hard on jobs, but it's like you can go get some blue collar stuff.
Why is nobody from Africa here saying it's hard to find a job? They're not saying that. They getting one.
Yeah.
So go get you one.
Yeah.
There's a warehouse in OKC. This called AWG. They get $1,000 a week every week. Get paid by the week. It's hard.
Yeah, you gonna hurt for that motherfucker.
Oh, you gonna hurt for that. You there a long time.
But you
ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah. You get paid.
You want a band a week, buddy? A band a week.
You can flip
That's $4,000 a month. That's $60,000 a year.
No, it's not. It's $48,000 a year.
4 times 12. Oh yeah, you see, guys, I'm here and I'm not even that smart. I'm not good at math.
$48,000 a year. That's
enough.
That's
bro.
above the poverty line.
No, it's
You
not. It's
good.
below the poverty line.
What's the poverty line?
It's like below 50, I thought.
Well, it probably depends on if you have a family or not. If you're a single man,
I guess it is above 36.
if you're a single man, 48 is enough for you. You're good. Pay your little rent and eat.
Hold on.
And go home and watch ball.
You're not gonna be living very lavish for 48.
Hold on.
If you by yourself,
Yeah, maybe.
So hold on.
your
So if
rent,
you
say your rent is $1,000. That's a week. Now you got 3 more thousand. What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that?
He could live for.
You can get you a nice car, $500. Well, that's $1,500. What are you gonna do with the rest of that?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do with that? Go to the club and throw it. Do whatever you want. Get a job. Gosh, bro, I just don't feel bad
I
for
think you're
these people.
simplifying that, but yes, no, you're right. There is a way.
No, bro,
There
I'm
is
not,
a way.
bro. Go to the warehouse, get sweaty, and get dirty, bro. That's why I'm just like, bro.
Can felons join the military, or is it just?
I think that there's a way. They'll help you because they need people. And it probably depends on what felony you did.
Yeah.
There was this image that people had of who it is that is on welfare, right? Like the person that is getting EBT and SNAP benefits. The image was some lazy, typically black woman, right? That was the image that they wanted to portray. But then people found out that we have 42 million people that rely on SNAP benefits in this country, and that's only $6 a day to eat, $2 a meal, which I'm not really sure what all you get for that. But they wanted to make people believe who weren't on SNAP benefits that these people are the real drain on our system, when you're worried about somebody getting $6 a day to eat, and the real welfare queen is like Elon Musk, who gets $8 million a day from the federal government.
He created that.
There was this image.
Elon Musk created his money.
You know what she just did? You know what she just did? So she is doing the Democrat thing. So they try to paint it like Republicans think immigrants and poor people are draining the system, which is what she said. You know, Democrats, their thing is, oh, it's not the poor people and the immigrants. It's the rich people that are making it harder for you. It's like, well, I mean, are these things not synonymous?
You know what else is crazy?
Wait.
Everything she's saying to the people that they're trying to picture out is they're the ones that's making videos showing the world who are the people that are on Snap that are tweaking about it. Literally, it's multiple videos.
They just keep flipping. They just try to like, oh, it's not the poor people and the immigrants. It's the rich people you should be mad at. That's why socialism is on the rise, because they're trying to take money from the rich and make it equitable and spread it across so everybody wins, you know? And it's like...
That's not America.
It's like, it's not America.
Brother, the top 1% already pays 50% in taxes. Why are you... The rich people drive the economy. They create businesses. They give people jobs. So why do we want to penalize the people who are helping the system the most? Yes, there are some people, single moms and things like that with kids, and they should get welfare. But buddy,
that's big.
But this mother right here don't deserve a dime. He don't deserve a dime. Not a dime.
Yeah.
He's helping the economy. He's helping everyone. Look at him. Goodness gracious, bro. I don't feel bad for none of these people. I feel bad for the single moms and the women. But I ain't gonna lie, if you're a man, if you are a grown-ass man, I don't feel bad for you. Sorry. You're a man. Just do something. Do something hard. So Bethany McGee is currently fighting for her life because a career criminal with 72 arrests was allowed to walk free. He soaked her in gasoline and set her on fire
bitch.
on a Chicago train while saying, "Burn, bitch."
Wow. I ain't gonna lie, 72 arrests, you shouldn't be. I promise you, after 10 arrests, I don't think you should be free. 10 is a lot. You've got 10 chances.
Oh my!
What happened to the 3-strike rule?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's mentally ill. That's why
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think mentally ill people should be allowed to be free.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Mentally ill people should be in
If it's
jail.
a danger for everyone else, then that's what it is. You can't be out here. You're dangerous.
Yeah, you mentally ill.
Mentally ill people should be in jail. I'm sorry. If you are mentally ill and you can't stop getting in trouble, you should just be in jail.
If you are violent,
you're safer in there.
Like if you're a mentally ill person and you just do your thing and you're not violent, cool. But if you are violent, you're violent.
Yeah,
Go away. I'm sorry. We're not gonna like the innocent people.
I feel like
should not have to suffer because of you.
I feel like tax dollars should go into them
Yes,
being
bruh.
taken care of.
And isn't there a stat that the murders and all that went up once the mental institutions shut down?
Bottom line is the soft on crime stuff is failing us at all levels. And the Democrats, they want you to believe that soft on crime is the way, the billionaires are the problem. And it's like, look, man, I think that we need less government, and I think that criminals need to go to jail. It's just the bottom line.
Pretty standard.
That's what I take away from this.
He's a white supremacist for thinking that.
I'm a white supremacist. I hate black people. I don't understand what the problem is, y'all.
You're a pussy.
If you kill
I'm keeping
harm
it 100.
or assault people, your ass deserve to be locked.
Give him the
fuck
book.
up. I'm
Get a
sorry.
state free labor.
I don't see
That's
how
how they can help the society.
Yeah.
Get a state free labor.
But I wonder why that became a problem. Like, if you do a crime, what's wrong with locking that ass up?
What's the saying? How does it go?
Criminal
if you do
justice
the
reform.
crime,
You do the time.
you do the time.
I don't see how that's a problem.
Yeah, man.
That's not a problem.
I feel like if you falsely getting accused, then we have a problem. That's what we should have a
But I
problem
bet
about.
that percentage is so low compared to the people who actually doing it and getting away with it.
Yeah.
What percentage is higher? With that being said, guys, don't be a pussy. Get you some money. Take care of your family. We out of here.
Just over 24 hours ago, a woman riding the CTA Blue Line was attacked and she was set on fire. Tonight, police have a person of interest that they're questioning in the case.
This all happened last night in the Loop at the Clark and Lake Station on the Blue Line. Courtney Sisk tonight live at Stroger Hospital where that woman is being treated. How's she doing, Courtney?
Well, Stefan, that 26-year-old woman, she was taken here in critical condition to Stroger Hospital last night. Police say she was on the Blue Line around 9:30 when a man poured a liquid on her and lit her on fire. Now, by noon today, police say they have a person of interest in custody.
Okay, the passengers burned all over their body. They're burned all over their body. Pretty bad.
A gruesome attack Monday night on the Blue Line left a young woman burned and the man accused of attacking her on the loose. Witnesses said the woman collapsed after getting off the train at Clark and Lake.
I was just seeing her lying on the ground and she was kind of hyperventilating, in a lot of pain. She was really, you could tell she was really in bad shape.
Less than 24 hours later, Chicago police said they have a person of interest in custody for questioning. Commuters leaving the Clark and Lake stop today were stunned to hear what happened.
I'm really, really shocked that happened for no reason. And then plus, I mean, that's where I live. I'm from the west side of Chicago. So I'm always on the Blue Line. And to think someone would do that, but there's been so much security lately.
Chicago Transit Authority spokespeople told NBC5 CTA has a multi-pronged approach to the security on our system. At its foundation, it is the long-standing and strong partnership with CPD, as well as technologies aimed to deter, be alert about, and investigate crime on the system.
My heart goes out to them. I know how violence can be in this city.
Now, we are still actively trying to find more information about this person of interest that police have in custody. Meanwhile, that victim is here recovering tonight. We'll send it back to you.
No description of the guy.
That dude got to be a death sentence.
That is insanity. Someone lit on fire. This is the second time something like this has happened.
Wow. Do y'all know why they're saying I wonder why?
Is it illegal?
Nah.
I think it's a black guy.
person.
Yep.
All right, I'm not going to speculate. I do think they should have released a description so people can be on the lookout. Like, I mean, kind of
figure out who it was yet?
It's kind of a disservice to the public to not say.
Could a fire make your legs white?
If it burns your skin off, but she's probably a white woman.
You can tell.
This is just as bad as the
He's black.
Brother, look, man, I could have made that speculation. My brother Brandon, he loved to be, you know.
Was he? What was he?
He's optimistic
black.
about.
He's black.
He's black. No.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
man.
Wow.
This 26-year-old woman, guys, Chicago.
Boy, people are sick. This is sick. Give him life, no parole. I think a death sentence is too easy because then you get to just go quick. Let them rot in the jail for the rest of their life.
These Democrat cities are out of control. I actually seen a guy in New York. He shot a cop, but he got arrested 10 times prior, and he raped someone. He got charged for rape, and they let him out.
I'm gonna be
and
honest.
Then he shot a cop.
In America, we are too soft on crime. I think that we are people say, "Oh my gosh, this system, the judicial system." Nah, guys, I'm gonna be real. We're too soft on crime. Maybe you say, okay, with things like nonviolent crimes that we're too hard on, I guess, but violent crimes should get a violent offense. Or a violent sentence. If you do something violent, if I'm in charge, you do something violent, you are absolutely done. Anything. I don't care.
Somebody said he'll be out in a few hours.
This is actually insane.
Not a bad comment. People are getting
Sickening,
out for rape.
bro.
The guy got out for rape and went to go shoot a cop.
So do we know this man's name yet?
I think he killed the cop, actually.
It's
Lawrence Reed.
50 years old.
Yeah, guys. So Chicago is just...
Chicago is a terrible place. I'm sorry. I've heard it's a very beautiful city, but it's just the crime and things that goes on there. It's just, how is this happening in an American city? Like, how is this stuff happening? Well, like, what type of leadership do you have in your city? I feel like as a leader of a city, people have to be afraid of the police. They need to be afraid of what's going to happen to them if they commit crimes. I think that's the only way you can deter crimes. There needs to be a healthy relationship with the people and law enforcement. They need to know if law enforcement is coming, the law is coming down.
But they're electing people that believe in defunding them.
I just think defunding the police is the most foolish thing in the world. All right, guys, make sure you guys go sign up for the Campo email list. It's in the description. We got new merch coming out. You see the new hats. We got all type of new stuff. Quality's always there. It's always great. Make sure you guys sign up and you'll be the first to get notified as soon as we go live.
It gets worse every video that I do about Chicago. So in Chicago, guys, look at this story right here. It's insane. A mom got attacked, guys, by 20 kids.
Was attacked on their way home from school. Casey Cronus is live outside of
Goodness, the
Wright
kids?
Elementary School with the very latest on this story. Casey, what can you tell us?
I'm from Chicago.
Hi, Sylvia. This video is heartbreaking to see. That woman, a 33-year-old, says she was walking her 9-year-old son home from school when they were jumped by a group of kids. And we need to warn you, the video is difficult to watch. We have frozen it before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after the woman named Korshonda and her son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. That's just a couple blocks away from the elementary school. It happened yesterday shortly after dismissal. A group of kids approached them and started punching and kicking them. Korshonda says her son has been bullied at Wright and claims the administration has not done enough to protect him. Here's what happened yesterday in her own words.
So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there. And then they still fought us. They fought my son. They hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby head.
All right, guys, I have the footage here.
Chicago, bro, is...
Are we allowed to show this? A pregnant mom with sickle cell?
I hear that she was pregnant.
Julia!
She's pregnant.
Hey, fool, don't touch my brother, fool. Why? Don't touch me. Oh, hell no, those ankle asses. Look at them bitches, bad crackhead.
Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious.
We're not idiots. The little kids in them, not the big kids. The big kids not touching them. I'm saying the little kids should smash that bitch, my brother.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'll blur it out.
Hey, fool, let my homie go. Let my homie go. Let my
Wow, what was the point of this? They're kicking her in the head? Okay. They beating up the son? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They took her wig off? Oh my gosh.
She was pregnant.
She is pregnant.
Nah, bro, these kids.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wild
I don't
animals.
understand why people get mad at us when we show these type of clips and call it out, and they act like we're just saying some of the craziest stuff. You guys can see this stuff yourself.
It's bad.
We're just showing.
There's truly an issue
in our
amongst our community, amongst our people.
I've never seen this with another race. I've never in my life seen this with another race.
This is only some type of stuff that would happen in a predominantly black environment.
This would never happen with another race.
Now, I just have to say that, and that's just,
it's the truth.
It may offend some of you guys. I may be a sellout for that, but this is a real issue. Like we just watch the videos. We ain't make it happen. Y'all mad at us for watching the video and putting it on YouTube and
they do that because of white supremacy.
Giving some comments on it saying that we spreading white supremacy, but this is really happening.
Nah, bro, I don't care. We calling it out, bro. Y'all gonna blame white people that this happened?
I ain't gonna lie.
There's a lack of accountability.
It's our own. This type of problems are among our own. It's like the black community is above criticism because this is a real issue. I would never send my child to school at one of these inner city schools.
It's sad.
With these
some
type
people
of
have to
students
live among these people.
This is horrible.
Who would want to live among these people? But if you raised your kids to do this, then all them kids have problems at home, clearly. Because what kid in their right mind would do this?
I know somebody gonna say, "Oh, they're just kids being kids."
No, there's no kids being kids.
This is
never in my life as a kid would I ever consider doing this for 1 second.
This is atrocious.
Black people are too violent.
It looked like she was just trying to walk away. Like, why are they surrounding them, following them?
This is bad, bro.
This is terrible.
I mean, this is what happens, man. I mean, I've been in situations.
Oh, so they did walk up on them. They were walking away.
Yeah. I've been in situations. Black people just want to fight, bro.
Because they're violent.
I won't say they're violent, but there are violent people.
Majority.
You see, we know we can't make generalized statements like that. I feel like generalized statements are the absence of intelligence.
If you go to a black school, you're gonna fight. Listen to me, bro. I went to a school. I had a few friends. I knew who not to deal with. A random person came up to me. Basically, a random person came up to me and was like, "Bro, we want to fight."
I won't lie. That is a fact. That is a fact. I remember one time in the lunch line. When I was in school, this kid, he was a grade above me. Black kid, his name was Michael. I never met him before this day. I remember I'm just walking, I'm trying to get lunch. I'm trying to get breakfast, I'm chilling, I'm not doing nothing. I grab a milk carton and he's standing out of the line. So I step in front of him, grab a milk carton. He stepped back in line, "Nah, you're not gonna cut me." I said, "Oh, you just stepped out of line." He said, "Nah, I'm gonna beat your ass. What you gonna do, call your brother?" And the lunch lady gonna say, "If y'all are gonna fight, go over there." I was like, "What the fuck?
It's normal.
You're not gonna help me? I ain't do nothing."
It's normal.
We didn't fight though, because I was just like, all right, bro, I just want to get my breakfast and go.
Hey guys, but mind you, this is in the span of 48 hours in Chicago. So if I lived in Chicago, I don't mean to bring them up. But y'all know the boy y'all mad at the most. The people are mad at us for reacting to Nick Fuentes. He from this. So I ain't mad at no comment he say, because in the span of 48 hours, a pregnant woman gets jumped by over 15 kids and a white lady on the train and she gets set on fire.
Yeah, there's a big problem.
Oh, but hold on though.
It's a big problem.
He's black. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, the lady just gets out on fire.
I don't understand why people get so mad at us for not getting mad at this type of stuff. Like, listen, look, I can sit here and say what he said is wild. I will acknowledge that. It's a wild statement. It is an offensive statement to some, yes. But the stuff that's going on I mean, I'm not finna excuse that.
Let's not forget. A lady was walking downtown Chicago on a stroller. They shot her.
Oh, yeah, she got hit with a stray bullet, yeah.
That happened. So guess what? Nick said, hey, if I leave a ballpark and I see a group of them, maybe I should go the other way. I go the other way. But hey, I guess that's white supremacy talking points. I mean, I know the comments might be racist, however y'all feel, but hey, it is some facts into it.
It is.
In the span of 48 hours, this has happened.
Nah, I think the only way to stop the problems is to first address the problems. That's like when someone's an addict and they say, what do you do first? You have to admit that there is an issue. Right. We must admit, in the black community, we have an issue with violence. The black community is more violent than every other race.
They won't admit it. So if they won't admit it, how about we do this? Let's avoid it.
I don't like when we as black men are saying that we see a pattern of
everyone sees it,
bad behavior amongst our own, and people say you guys don't talk about white people like this. It's like, bro, if we see something with white people tweaking, I don't think we've ever not got on there and said they're not tweaking.
It's just not just being honest. We know that 6% of the population is responsible for 56% of all murders.
I just don't understand why.
So we're gonna address that.
I just don't understand why people get so mad at us on this channel for some of the things we say.
I'm happy when y'all get mad at me.
I personally just don't understand it. It's like, oh, their titles. Like, bro, watch the video. Like, just watch it.
The latest violent crimes in Chicago absolutely blows my mind, guys. So we just seen the latest. A lady got lit on fire. This is this one right here, guys. We saw the lady get assaulted by all those kids. But let's just go down here, guys.
Arson, axe beating, axe attack /
And guess what, guys? This was this week. An axe.
18 people shot.
18 people shot. Over just this weekend.
4 homicides.
This weekend.
Gang activity.
Mass shooting. They'll never call them mass shooters.
Robbery, gunpoint.
Linked to gang activity.
Look, on the Green Line train. So on the CTA Blue Line, lady get lit on fire on the Green Line.
A 15-year-old boy robbed by 3 men.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Battery, aggravated
What happened to
assault.
the National Guard there? Did they leave?
They're not there. It's only ICE. Brandon Johnson.
But I thought they were gonna have the National Guard there.
Brandon Johnson won't let them come. The mayor has to allow them to come, and the governor.
Send the National Guard there.
They can't. They cannot do it.
Goodness gracious.
They want to do it, but they can't.
All right, bro.
For some reason, I don't know, man. I don't know, but you know, the mayor in DC allowed them to do it. That's why they were allowed to do it. So until that's why they were in DC, and that's why they were in Memphis, because the mayor of Memphis said, "Oh, nah, I know what you niggas doing. They coming."
It's a problem.
So Chicago, I mean, they just won't allow them to come, man. I mean, we didn't even talk about this. Another man was set on fire.
It's insane.
It's this guy's fault, bro, because we see
it's all of our faults as black people. If you don't admit that this is a problem, and you just blame white people and white supremacy for all of this stuff in slavery, you're part of the problem. Sorry. You're enabling by giving excuses because you feel bad for them and you're scared that you're going to get criticism. That's cowardly. You are a cowardly person if you will not admit that this is an issue and you're scared to admit it because of the backlash you will receive. When people are dying and being harmed because not enough people will admit this is a problem.
And to think they're not the worst city is even crazy. Crazier. I still can't believe Kansas is...
Kansas City.
Missouri.
No, they thugging.
It's black.
I know
it's
all
majority black. Yeah.
All of them. But I mean, you know what's crazier though?
It's funny. My friend used to live in Kansas City. He used to live downtown. He was a nurse out there, and his car got stolen. He had a Scat Pack. They stole it and found it completely stripped.
This is what's
regular day.
Contradicting to everything Brandon Johnson says, because he says
they need more programs.
They need more programs. It's not affordable. All these different things, and this is the reason why these kids are committing these violent crimes, and then.
No,
you're trying to raise the budget.
Culture.
You're trying to make inflation higher for the parents.
Trying to make it harder for
So you're trying to make stuff higher and then not send the National Guard in.
I don't understand why they don't just crack down on the crime. Like put more money, put more of the budget down to the police.
I'm challenging those with the means, these large corporations, to pay their fair share in taxes. The corporate tax is in this budget. It will stay in this budget. Is that clear enough? All right. I mean, I don't know why you missed that the first time, though. Well, you got that answer before. Just follow along. These folks don't need defending, these big corporations. They have been defended quite well by Donald Trump. They do not need members of city council to assist Donald Trump in defending them.
So to clarify, a fourth version of the head tax could still be on the table, whatever it may look like.
Here I'm trying to give this nice, thorough, responsive answer. Like, what did you not get? Just help me understand.
Yes or no? Do you think this current version is the version that alders will have to weigh in on?
They'll debate it. Okay. All right. Thank you.
I asked this question with some trepidation.
Now stop being so dramatic.
Well, it looks like that corporate head tax that folks are concerned about, it was dealt a major blow. The City Council Finance Committee held a vote on it today, and they rejected it by a vote of 25 to 10.
Did not pass, and the City Council is unlikely to improve this plan in the future. Borrowing $1.8 billion would have meant higher interest fees down the road. This money is not free.
They're not discussions. There's no give and taking about what's going on. They're trying to massage their budget to try to buy votes, to try to get people to buy in to what they want. It's no give and take.
Are you all ready to listen to what Chicago Plus Red been screaming from the rooftop since you all opened your property tax bills? We have been funding illegal aliens for some years now. Where do you think that money was going to come from? You think the Democrats, you think Pritzker and Brandon Johnson and your aldermen, everybody who voted to give that money to the $600 million and more to illegal aliens?
Let's address the problem at hand first. Violence is a bigger problem.
It is. But he claims the reason that they're violent
is not. You think so? They go to a program now. They're not going to be violent. No,
I guess, and you guys are raising the taxes, and I don't get it, guys. I don't know. Democrats, they literally stopped the SNAP funding, so it's like now they're stealing, and it's like y'all are causing these things, and you're causing these mindsets, really, and then you cry about it. So it's just like it's no winning in this situation, honestly. That's why I'm not mad at, what is his name? Scott Adams or Nick Fuente.
I'm not mad at Scott Adams.
Just stay away from it. Stay away from Democrat cities. Stay away from them. Not mad at them. I'm not mad at any of them takes, guys. That's just what I think, guys. Yeah. And if you mad at me and I'm a coon for that, whoops, you go live by it. I bet these people that's crying us on these YouTube videos want to steady bring us up on YouTube videos. There's a lot of people that's doing that.
People be saying, y'all wouldn't go to the hood and interview people. Why? What would we gain from that?
Why would we do that?
What would we gain from that? Serious question.